Hi, and welcome to the Rave.com. I'm Allie here with Hot Chelle Rae. Welcome back, guys.
Hello, hello. This is starting to feel pretty normal.
It is. You guys come here on a regular basis.
We do.
So how are you?
We are wonderful, wonderfully busy. We are more tired than we look, but we are excited and happy to be playing a show here tonight.
Good. Well, you are currently on the Beautiful Freaks tour, which is your first headliner, I believe.
Yes, it is.
How does it feel to be doing that?
Man, it's been a long time coming, I think, and we're really excited to finally be headlining and not be trying to convince people that like other bands to like us as well, but to know that we're showing up and people who love our music are going to be there and that we get to perform, a lot more songs than we ever have for them. Yeah. And it's definitely rewarding.
Yeah. So since this is your first headliner, compared to the other times you have been here, what will be different tonight?
Well, for once, we get to play a nice long set, which we have never really done before, and it's been a learning experience for us this entire tour. But every time we've ever played for our fans, it's been like 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. So we're getting to do over an hour of music and playing some old songs that we never have gotten to really play before, and just really, it's a really comfortable, fun show. So I think it's going to be a different experience than any of our fans have had with us previously.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So in March, you guys released a video to the song Honestly featuring Ashley Benson of Pretty Little Liars.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was exactly like it looked, which is like all of our videos. Craziness, a giant party, and all done in under 24 hours.
That's impressive.
It's just how it has to be done. We're always going and so busy on the road that we really, like, by the time it's time to shoot a video, they're like, you have this one window of time to do it, and we have to go in and do it. And the same with Tonight, and I like it like that. They were all done very similar.
It was supposed to be a day off, actually.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, surprise, you got to go shoot a music video. So
I feel like it's always like, all right, 7 a.m., get in the car, we're taking you to the shoot. And then at like 2 a.m., everybody's finally tired enough to be just like, all right, we're done. Like, you guys can go home and sleep for 2 hours before getting up the next day to fly to Australia.
Which is exactly what happened.
We're not
Yes.
mad or anything, we promise. We really love it.
Well, in the song, there are clothes on the street and cars are keyed and a bunch of crazy stuff is going on. Was that song inspired by something specific?
We wrote that song. Nash, Ian, and I wrote that song, and we were in New York kind of talking about like just ex-girlfriends and stuff because we were on the subject. And Nash's ex-girlfriend is the one that song is kind of about. I believe
we should just start saying our exes wrote the song.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of came out of the stories. But
Nash
yeah.
dated a real keeper.
There was a real didn't keep well though. There's definitely been some moments that are very similar to what happened in the song. Like, don't roll up when they're playing my song. You're at a club having a good time, and then you see the ex at the club, and it's just the weird drama. And like everybody's kind of been there in some capacity, so it's cool to see the fans relate to those lyrics and really identify and like call up their exes while the song's playing and hold the phones up, and it's a lot of fun.
I'm laughing.
She relates. She relates way too much right now.
So last time you guys were here, you talked about being very excited to go to Australia with Taylor Swift. So now that has happened, how was that?
It sucked.
It was pretty incredible. It's definitely the biggest, most exciting, most fun experience that I've had on tour yet, and I think that they'd say the same. It was just, we played in places in Australia that we hadn't gotten to play before, and we realized that we're going to get to go back very soon. We're going back in fall, and we made a lot of friends and a lot of fans over there, and it was way better than we even thought it was going to be.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it was incredible.
I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Thank you.
So between the first part of the Beautiful Freaks tour and the Australian tour, has anything crazy happened to you guys?
I'm trying to think.
Big question. I mean, our lives are pretty crazy, so I think everything seems a lot more mild than it may be to most people. But, like, we're always waking up in a new city, barely knowing what day of the week it is. So, like, when something crazy happens, it doesn't usually shock us. But I'm sure if we, like, switched out with somebody else, they would think that we're insane for, like, doing all the stuff we do.
Yeah.
We actually were shocked and we tell this story a lot, but in Amsterdam, we played a show, and it was, we have a song on our album called Keep You With Me, and these 4 girls took it upon themselves to cut out 750 paper hearts and they all said, "We keep you with us" on them. And when we went into that song, they all held them up, and we had no idea it was coming, and it just floored us.
I think someone tweeted that.
Yeah,
right?
he tweeted
I saw
in the
it.
middle of the set.
But that was the
I
most
saw that picture.
genuinely shocked I think we've all been. Like it was that crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was very, very sweet.
Some dedicated fans.
Very dedicated.
So what's next for Hot Chelle Rae?
Gonna keep promoting, honestly, because we just, it's very early in that song's life, and keep promoting whatever. And we're gonna be going out on tour this summer, playing some shows with Demi Lovato. We're gonna be going back to Australia in fall, going to Japan in June, and possibly South America, and
Doing Singapore,
Yeah.
Indonesia, Jakarta, Malaysia.
we're
A
going
bunch of places we've never been before, so we're really stoked.
yes,
Exciting.
places that we have to learn how to pronounce, which is awesome.
That'll be fun. What do you guys do when you go to other countries and they don't speak the same language?
They know our language pretty well,
Yeah.
usually.
Fortunately, like countries like Sweden, especially, and like smaller countries that don't have a lot of other people that speak their language, will know English very well because it's such a like kind of centralized. Like everybody knows a little bit to put up with the dumb American tourists, and so like if a English person goes over there or like a French person rolls up in Sweden, they probably both know enough English to like bridge the gap. So it helps us being able to find our way back to the hotel when we like get lost walking around or want to go out to eat. And I think most places have English menus as well. So it's not as difficult as you would kind of perceive it to be.
Yeah.
In Japan and places like that, we'll probably have a translator. But for most of the other European countries and stuff, they make us feel kind of dumb.
I'll tell you what you do. You go to McDonald's because you can't order food. It is impossible.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us back after we put you through such turmoil every time.
Now I'm gonna
Oh,
go
you're
play
dumb.
Ghost Hunter. I've been talking about it all day, and I want to see one.
Yeah, you could probably find one if you look.
I'm gonna go hang out in
just
the
keep
pool
going
for a
around.
while by myself.
Go down to the
Actually, I
boiler
won't
room.
do that.
That'd be a little scary.
Maybe she's a ghost.
I might be. Never know.
We only see you in this building.
It's true.
Well, what if
That's
all
great.
of you were ghosts?
It's a great way to end it.
All right,
All
right.
Just make
Done.
everybody think that you all do drugs. Like,
All right. Well, thank you for watching therave.com. Be sure to check out Hot Chelle Rae's current album, Whatever. We'll see you soon on therave.com.